Hi, I'm Melissa Binkley, and I decided to share my inspirational story via video. What do I do best? What I do best is connect deeply with people to really create a intimate connection through healing and transformation. I am an international speaker, and I do that connection from the stage, and it's one of my biggest gifts, healing trauma from the stage, working with transformational work, and really making an experience of that. And that is probably one of the best things that I can say that I do, and what I love the most. It is really creating a space for people to open up. I even had an experience one time where I was looking to buy a vehicle, and a guy opened up to me about his sexual trauma experience, and he had never told anybody about it. So my ability to connect intuitively with people and be a conduit for them for their healing is one of the things that I do best. What makes me the best version of myself? I would say my intuition, being able to connect, have a really deep spiritual connection, and understanding and being aware of who I am and recognizing that I have faults and that those faults are my greatest gifts, that my trauma is a gift, that the things that I went through in my life are something that will help others, and that ability to connect in and have that kind of intuition and that integrity really makes me the best version of myself. What are my aspirations? So personally, I aspire to being a philanthropist, to being able to give back, to working in areas of connection and helping people to heal, and doing that through building a legacy and a foundation that helps other people. I also love to travel. So my aspirations are to travel as much as possible. I even spent 33 months traveling the world speaking and doing humanitarian work and activist work. My business goals and aspirations are, I have an academy. It's called the Intuitive Intelligence Academy. And I'm also a coach and a speaker. And so my goal is to build my business to a place where we have massive healing on an international level, to take intuitive intelligence, which is a trauma healing process, a spiritually based awareness of how to connect into the collective consciousness and to heal ourselves, and to take that to the world in a really big avenue. I've worked now with several organizations and thousands of clients, and have helped them to really make that. And so my goals are to do that and to have several businesses and make those experiences even bigger. My biggest success so far, what is my biggest and greatest accomplishment? Well, at first I would have to say probably my daughter. She's amazing, and if that, it to me is such a big success. In my business life, my biggest success has been my ability to have large conferences where I've brought people from all over the world, speakers, and really connect in and share and heal trauma and heal experiences and teach people how to do that. So those are my two biggest successes. My most challenging moments, I've had a couple of them. My first most challenging moment was pretty much my whole childhood. I am a 10, always wanted to be a 10, but I'm a 10 out of 10 for adverse childhood experiences. I had every single one of those. It's a test that you take that there's 10 questions. I was molested, and when I was 10, I was raped when I was 17. And that rape caused a lot of traumatic experiences through many pieces of my life, and I had to learn how to heal that. And I ended up with as a drug dealer, and even though I was a high achiever and had graduated top of my class from college and things, that those experiences really made and defined who I was as a person and what my experiences were. The second most challenging moment was in 2016 when I nearly lost my business. I had built a business from healing my own trauma, and I was on a train to making big impact in the world, but I wasn't taking care of myself, and I wasn't running the business right, and I wasn't truly listening to what my true calling was. It was about ego and money and how was I going to make the next, get to the next people. And And I nearly lost everything in 2016 and thought I was going to have to, go back to getting a job and doing all that kind of stuff. And I learned how to step into a new experience as a business owner and to really connect in on a deep spiritual level. And it completely changed my life. My motto is love. Everything is love. Everything is always about love. Everything comes from love. And if we can learn to experience and understand that no matter what kind of things we've had in our life, that there is a basis in it in love, then we can heal anything and we can unify the world together. Love is such an important motto in my life that my daughter's middle name is Love. I have love tattooed on my body. This says one love, one tribe, things like that. So learn to love on a deep level, self-love, love for the world, and you will heal and change everything. My favorite people and role models. Oh, I have so many. Tony Robbins is one of my most favorite role models. He is giving back. He's feeding 1 billion people. The way that he gives back and the amount of ability that he has to help other people is incredible. I also have some of the spiritual leaders, Deepak Chopra and Marianne Williamson and Wayne Dyer have all made huge impacts in my life and really helped me to see and change things on a different level. So those are some of the biggest people that I've followed and the role models that I've had. And another person is who I call my personal hero, and that was my 8th grade English teacher and my junior high and high school basketball coach, James Epperly. He was the one person that I went to when I had the trauma that I was going through, that was there for me, that changed my life, that believed in me, that helped me to go to the next level and to shift. And so sometimes those small people in your life that aren't the big names are the ones that make the most impact and the most important role models. My favorite places and destinations. Oh my goodness. I have so many and they're all different, but there's a few. I spent 33 months traveling, going from place to place and speaking. And during those travels, some of the places that I visited that I really loved, one was Prague. I love the old ancientness of that city, and the big gargoyle statues were incredible. And then another one was Pokhara, Nepal. I spent about a month in Nepal last year, and part of that experience was in Pokhara in the Himalayas. It was very deeply spiritual. I got to work with empowering women of Nepal. I got to work with trafficking and met young children as young as 4 years old. And there's such an energy and an experience there that I'll never forget. And then another place that I truly love is in Indonesia. I spent about 2 months in Indonesia last year, and I was in Bali and Lombok. But a lot of people talk about Bali and the experience and how it is there. But for me, it was Lombok. I met some amazing healers. I trekked up to Mount Rinjani, which is a volcanic area, and it was absolutely incredible. And I spent my 40th birthday in Indonesia, and it was out of this world. My favorite products or objects, I love natural and organic things, and so I'm always seeking out the next favorite or the next healthy item. One of the things I love is bulletproof coffee. I make my coffee with raw butter and coconut oil and blend it all up, and it's so yummy and it's so good for you. I have a company that I love called Beauty Society, where I get all my natural makeup from, that I really love. And one of the other things that I really love is I'm very spiritual, and so I have an altar that has all sorts of crystals from all over the world. So everywhere I go, I collect gems and crystals and rocks, and so I kind of really love them. In my business, some of the tools that have really helped me to connect is because I work with people all over the world, and really do that is I love being able to have live connection and seeing people. So like Skypes and Zoom and different things like that get me connected are really wonderful, and I love it. My current passions. Right now, my passion is healing, helping people heal from sexual trafficking. So I work with organizations in sexual trafficking. I have created a process called intuitive intelligence, which intuitive intelligence is the work, and it's this bigger, deeper, spiritually revolutionary method that helps to heal trauma. And I believe that if we heal the trauma of the world, we will be able to ascend and get to the next level of transformation that we're all here to do. So my passion is using that process to help trafficking organizations, using that process to help you heal your own trauma, using that process and training other people in it so that they can go out and do amazing work in the world. So spiritually based intuitive intelligence and working with sexual trafficking are some of the things that I'm excited about. And I'm also excited about the movement that's going on right now with uniting and healing the world and breaking of the silence of what we have been experiencing in all of those areas. So thank you. I hope you enjoyed my answers. Bye.